Oh, good morning. Oh my god. Oh, frig. Look who decided to show up. I know. Hi, Tanarax. Hi, Bridgewater. Oh gosh, I didn't have my volume off. There we go. I'm sleepy. I don't know why. Yesterday, I was super sleepy. And today, I'm also super sleepy. It's very annoying. And for some reason, I don't know what's up with my face, but like this eyebrow, which I just had waxed to make it like actually, the same as this eyebrow, is kind of like slouching down. Like I wake up and my face is kind of like this in the mornings. It's very annoying. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I've been so tired lately. Maybe it's just been a busy week. All the pride stuff going on and whatever. How we doing? Hey, what's up? Another Augie? Yeah, I got a manicure last night with nail extensions, and I've never really typed on a keyboard with nails before, so nerdy look. You think so? Can't wait to see your game. Hey, Leland on YouTube, what's up? Good morning, Endorphin. You brought up a 3D printer? Yeah, I don't know what's up with my face. Why is my face gotta be crooked like that? I literally. Mm, I just want to look perfect. Like, is that too much to ask? Perfection? Are you gonna print? You're gonna print some cool stuff? Are you gonna print a gun? Print some guns? Lots of guns. Oh my god, every day I'm like this close to writing an alternative to Restream. So in Restream, I click the thing to set the title for all my channels. And now there's like this little AI button. Enhance title and descriptions for all selected channels. Really? You can't implement the features that your customers have been asking for, but you can implement a stupid ass AI button? Like, come on, man. Like, I am so close to doing it because I'm just like, this should be a slam dunk, right? Like, you can see in their like subreddit people asking for features, and none of them are fucking AI. Raylib? Yeah. Yes, I'm using Raylib for this project. And in true fashion, I'm having coffee and breakfast before coding to give my YouTube haters some good ammo used against me. What the heck is going on? What constitutes as a traffic light? Are streetlights traffic lights? Stupid. Essential ingredient in the coding process? Yeah. What what you are cooking? We're well, I've been working on a platformer in C with Raylib. I figure I'll continue that today. What the heck is going on? Man, Slack is having some kind of authentication problem. I've had to log into Slack like every day this week. Very annoying. How long have I been coding for? Like 20 years. Yeah, a long time. Never get logged out of anything ever. It's just my client Slack that people keep getting logged out of. Even call scripts AI. There's not really a lot of tech for the game. It's just Raylib and C. Oh, good old C. But I need to have my coffee first. And I need to eat. Well, basically, I have to spend the first 30 minutes of every stream sorting my day out. And then, so that the YouTube haters will have something to hate on, obviously. We can't really leave them out. And then we'll get to the code. I just need a few minutes to wake up, though, because this is my first coffee of the day. Hello, retro to classic to modern. Yes. Kirby boys. Question. Hello, Janet. Good to see you. Hello, Jazz Rabbite. Get some new friends. Welcome. Yo, DZ, what's up? Yeah, like I'm a little cranky with Restream. It's like a typical indie hacker project. They just don't talk to their customers. I am so close to competing with them because I'm just fed up. I'm fed up with the latency, which is probably a much harder problem to solve than I think, but fed up with the latency. I'm fed up with the no multi-channel audio. I'm fed up with not supporting 1440p streaming. Why am I using Raylib? Well, if I'm being honest, because I don't know Vulkan or OpenGL very well. I don't know anything about Vulkan, and I only know like very, very, very basic stuff about OpenGL. Honestly, OpenGL is something I'd really like to get a lot better at, because I've been thinking about buying like either an OpenGL book or a WebGL book lately. Normally I like making browser games. It's kind of like my thing. So this game in C is like a very radical departure from what I usually write games for. Yeah, you know what? I used to use a lot of SDL2 back in the day, but I didn't. SDL3 just doesn't seem to appeal to me. I feel like Raylib reminds me of a much more simplified like SDL2. And that's why I've been using it. Those are graphics APIs, not libraries. Yeah, I know. But there's still something you need to learn, right? Like I know a little bit about the OpenGL like graphics pipeline. Like, I've made like many like 10 years ago. I made like a rainbow cube spin because you can just take the vertex shaders and or the whatever the data from the vertex shaders and pass them to the fragment shader, and then rainbow, basically, right? Mm, super cool app. She's made triangles. Let's just say I've made a couple triangles in my day. To use Linux, I wish. I'm basically been a Linux user for like ever. But a couple years ago I bought a MacBook as a business decision, and now like every other time I've owned a Mac in the past, I always miss Linux. Are we getting the chair to give pearls of wisdom today? Mm. God, I'm kind of like I didn't want to. What the fuck is going on with my hair here? Why? Okay, I didn't really want to put any effort into my appearance because after stream I'm putting a lot of effort into my appearance. So the stream gets the raw, unadulterated Janet this morning. Hey Nil. SCL2 is better than Raylib? That is a statement for sure. I don't know. I don't know if I'm lagging. I don't know if the internet sucks. Maybe Raylib, or not Raylib. Maybe Restream sucks. Too many things start with R nowadays. Restream, Raylib. What was the other thing I just said? Go to distro. I actually like Ubuntu. That's probably my favorite distro. I know Ubuntu is a bit pedestrian, but I've just always used Ubuntu, so I just kind of feel super comfortable with it. I think a close second would be Debian with XFCE, probably. Ain't no Arch, and I have used Arch before, but I don't know. It's just kind of a hassle, Arch, sometimes. Like, people be like, oh, yeah. Like, Arch is like as far from pedestrian Linux as you can get. You know, and I've done some stuff in Linux or in Arch, like IP tables, whatever, all that junk, right? Oh, Kubuntu is great. So, okay, so to give you an idea, when I was a kid, you could order from Canonical free boot discs for Ubuntu, Edubuntu, and Kubuntu. And they were like these nice, like, they had their like little like folding like CD jacket and stuff. They were totally free. They would just send them to you on a nice printed like professional disc and stuff, CD. For free. Yeah, for free. I was like shocked. I think I got Ubuntu 6.06 like LTS. And then I got some of my friends at school into Linux. One guy who was not even like a computer nerd, but he loved Linux cuz he could go into the Synaptic package manager and just like download all this cool stuff. He came into the school next day. This is in high school. He's like, "Yeah, I love this stuff, man. Like I just been downloading so much cool software for free." Like he like I forget what he just downloaded a bunch of stuff he was always interested in for like like making movies and stuff. And I was like, that's cool, man. Yeah. I also got Ubuntu and CD. Yeah, I wish and that's when I discovered Zubuntu because they that was the only disk. That was back when Zubuntu was not a community maintained distro, but it was actually an official canonical distro, right? But they were like, uh this is not popular enough, so we're just not going to send discs out for it. So of course, that's when I started learning, how do I get this? How do I burn my own disk image, and how do I boot from it? And then I started doing like dual booting on my hard drive and stuff. Oh yeah. I think I said like last week on stream, that was back when Ubuntu didn't even have like a trash bin or whatever. If you deleted something, it was gone forever. It would warn you. There was like a delete hook or whatever. It's like, if you delete this, it's gone forever. It was hardcore. It was like hardcore. There's like hardcore World of Warcraft. This was like hardcore desktop experience. Yeah, Ubuntu is also lightweight. Yeah, usually for the longest time when like Ubuntu went to like DVDs, you had to burn to DVDs. Ubuntu was still burned to CDs because it was so lightweight, right? And then at some point they just kind of dropped all pretenses of being the lightweight distro. So what do I use on my main PC right now? It's a MacBook. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a MacBook. But I should have a Linux laptop someday. Someday this summer. Actually, I have another laptop from before um this MacBook. I have like a Lenovo ThinkPad. That still has Linux on it and Ubuntu. And so does my NAS. My NAS has Ubuntu. It's like just a mini PC for watching stuff, and I have a little Samba server set up with like some hard drives plugged into it. Not exactly a home lab by any stretch, but it is nice to offload some like backup some stuff to it. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I didn't set up a streaming user on my MacBook. Now everybody's gonna be like, we can't see the game, we can't see the game. Oh, I know. It's just been such a busy week. Way to go. Stream ruined. Yep. Thanks, guys. Frig. God, it's just been such a busy week. Like it's like the final like week of like Pride Month here in Toronto. So we're just busy all the time. I'm not even kidding you. I've been busy every day this week. So I've just been like so busy. Even tonight, Kai's hosting her Pride party, and so I'm gonna go over after stream and after exercising to help out with that. And then like, so we usually do the a party and then a march. We're gonna march in the streets. It's really cool. Like a whole bunch of people. Um, and then we march in the streets and we look hot and we yell about stuff. And then we go to the bar afterwards. Are you a boy or a girl or Optimus Prime? Um, I will give you 5 seconds. I'm in a pretty good mood. I will give you 5 seconds to reconsider that question. Modi on YouTube. What's the point of making a game on a MacBook? Good question. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors about my gender. Although I don't know if I can really blame people. I look kind of ugly this morning, so I guess I'll mm. Oh god, it's 9:30. I need to eat. I need to eat breakfast. You guys are going to see me inhale. Inhale sandwich again. Somebody commented somebody on YouTube commented the other day. She's like um they said, I don't know how this girl is so skinny because she just like woofs food into her mouth like that. I'm like, oh shit, that's so funny. Yo, Normalizer, thanks for the 6 months of Prime. Yeah, I have nails. Can you guys hear this? Can you hear that? Is that ASMR? Would you like to tell something obscure about C Lang? Would I like to tell you guys something obscure about C? What's the most obscure thing I can think of about C? You can print memory addresses. Uh what is obscure? Trigraphs. Alright, I'm gonna go get that sandwich. Somehow my desk has become a mess again after cleaning it. That's not obscure. No. Alright, I don't know anything about obscure about C. Uh, let's jump in the software and game dev category. Bam. Bam. Green eggs and ham. Actually, maybe I should put my graphs also count. Guys, there's got to be something more obscure in C than that. Alright, just ignore me for a second while I eat. Maybe I should turn my camera off. Make a game engine from scratch using Zig and give it for free to the people. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, I haven't messed with Zig before, so. Yeah, I do wolf it down, don't I? Oh, and I'm hungry now. All languages are the same. That's some programming wisdom. I once had a professor say basically all programs are the same. He was like, you can think of a program as just three steps: get stuff, do stuff, print stuff. And I was like, huh, all right. Thank you, Nora. Mm-hmm. Okay, chat room. You guys know what time it is. Ooh. You want me? I'm not used to having nails, so everything's taking me a lot longer than normal to do. It's not C++. This is just C. Oh, God, I had to blow my nose. Because, I made that sandwich way too spicy. Hello, Coding Bara. Lumberjack song. Hello, Slater. Oh. Yeah, there's no engine here. It's just, good old C and Raylib. For some reason. Yep. I mean, I shake this inhaler like every stream, so. Where is the C? I see, said the blind man. Right here. You can tell because there's header files only, not like standard template libraries being included. No IO stream, no none of this C stuff, no unique or shared pointers. Central Fusion. Right, I'm gonna go take this and then Maybe ban Hamodi from YouTube. I don't know yet. Oh, right. I probably wanted the controller, didn't I? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so I was kind of trying to make like a test level in tiled last night. So I think it would behoove me to grab a header file to read tiled information from the World Wide Web. Hey, Kara. Kara Tybik? Behoove. Behoove. Behoof. It would behoof me. Hmm. So there's this. Oh gosh, where was it? um. I saw like the official tiles documentation recommended it. Libraries and cute tiled is what it's called. It's like 10 to 10 in the morning. But this is different because this is not a standard library somewhere. So I think I'd have to download it or clone the repo and then put the header files in like /user/lib or something. Or /usr/lib for it to work. Or I could just dump the header file in my project. Supposedly these header files have no dependencies. I can just put it right in my project. What do you guys think? Project or library? I think library makes the most sense. Don't slash the users. Yeah, Spring. That's what I was thinking. I was like, put that in there. The problem is that I don't understand how Mac OS works half the time. And this is why I want to switch back to Linux because it's like /usr/local/lib. Sometimes that doesn't even work. Yeah. Okay, there's actually just libs in there. Not it's include that I want to put the header files in, right? Maybe I can do that. Many of them in the projects include folder rather than making them globally accessible. Do I have a flowchart about how the internal code should be structured? The code has an architecture, if that's what you're asking, but not a flowchart. A flowchart is basically like the algorithm, right? If this, do that. Don't you do this, don't do that. Can't you read the flowchart, the flowchart, the flowchart? Okay, all right. Vendor, yeah, that sounds very Go. Spring, that sounds very like old school Go. Because before, so in the past, if you're not a Go developer like I was, um, oh my goodness, wow, something is propelling my MacBook screen to 120 hertz because it looks gorgeous right now. But in the past, Golang didn't have support for anything. Dependencies were just Git repos. And then people were like, oh, actually, we kind of want versions. So then they came up with Go Vendor. And Go Vendor was not great. And then they came up with Go modules. And that was a little bit better. But still not great because it only works like half the time. Back then, it only worked half the time. I think it's a lot better now. But I don't really. I've done it one Go project in my life. Just jargon I've heard elsewhere. Do I miss Go sometimes? No, Go is not a fun language to write. It's not. It's just like a super productive conformist like it's a feature set that's very small to make developers very conformist. It's not very fun. It's just very productive. The Go code that you write ends up basically being the same Go code that everybody else writes, right? It's not. It's a very like corporatist type of thing. By the way, this is what I was trying to say when I said that like software companies trying to make people like super replaceable. I was watching Zed yesterday and he actually said the word that I could not come up with at the time, and that was conformist. Because if you like conform to the developer culture, it makes you very easy to replace, right? And so this is kind of like the motivation for Go. And when you have a place where people hop from fan company like San Francisco, you probably want a programming language that is very conformist and simple and direct and blah blah blah, all that stuff, right? So I'll just add a marker called conformist Golang. San Francisco mentioned. Go is amazing. You mean UML? Yep, UML. I can draw the architecture on like something for you if you'd like. It won't be UML though. Although I could draw the UML, but I don't want to do. And yes, I know it's UML, but I like saying UML. I think it's silly. Golang solves a lot of issues, like having to replace developers. Is that the issue it solves? Yeah, you guys like my nails? They're pretty cute. Mm. Um, yeah. I don't know. Go was okay. I like to go for a bit. Like I guess you could say I was really into Go for a while. until I realized like this is kind of boring. Yeah, I know what UML stands for, Hamudi. Do you think like you must be one of my YouTube haters? Talks to me like I'm brainless. It's unified modeling language, not modular language. The reason it's called the modular unified modeling language is because it has all this stuff from like entity relationship diagrams and charts and what's that other one? That other there's what's that obscure architecture diagramming system? I forget what it's called. You know, with the like triangles. Am I? You know what I mean? Software architecture. Uh oh, come on! I just want. Why can't I just? Oh, God damn. Anyways, what is it called? I forget what it's called. You guys know what I mean? Whatever that like. It's not UML. It's the other like architecture thing. You gotta let go. Not entity diagrams. Hang on, hang on, hang on. No, 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 no. Oh wait, there's something called systems modeling language. That's different. Um, yeah, I don't remember what it was called. Frig. It's got like the. It's like. It doesn't make any sense. It's like the worst one. You know what I mean? Like software architecture diagram. Modeling languages. Why can't I? Is it C4 model? No. Maybe? Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy not knowing what this is. It's not C4. Nope, not C4. Nope, nope, nope. It's like old school, right? It's like really old school shit. Composite structure diagram? Maybe that's it? See the zig system? Not actors. It's basically just. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy. I'm never gonna figure it out. Great. Well, that sucks. But let me see if I can get Excalidraw on the screen. And I could draw the actual architecture of the game. Actor diagram? No, because it's like, that's the actors, right? Oh my god, I'm just gonna ask maybe ChatGPT. What the fuck? God, every time I log into ChatGPT, there's some kind of like modal that pops up and interrupts what I'm doing. Like, we not learn from like the millions of years of like the internet existing that popping shit up and interrupting the user is like bad. Yeah, I should stop using ChatGPT, honestly. The login button, yeah. That old school software architecture diagramming with the triangles and boxes. Boxes. Not UML. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Maybe it will know. Oh, no, no. Like, okay, here. Where's Ray? Okay, so basically a diagram would literally, like an architecture diagram for this modeling language would literally look like this. Oh no, wait. How do I make a triangle with Excalidraw? Leave it to Excalidraw to not be able to make a triangle. But it literally would just be like, oh my god, I hate Excalidraw so much. Alright, whatever. I'll just make a triangle. It would literally just be like the architecture diagram would be like this. It's like, yeah, there. We got a triangle. We have a triangle, and in front of it is a box. And this is our architecture. Like, you know what I mean? And then maybe there might be an arrow that's like, yeah, architecture, software architecture. Okay, hang on. I'm taking a screenshot. Oh. People are gonna think I'm crazy, but it's a real thing. What? What, Nora? It's a real thing, okay? I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Unless I just hallucinated. I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. It's obscure. It doesn't even have a Wikipedia link anymore. Finally found it. Okay, so it's apparently very obscure. You see this? This is what I'm talking about. It's called LE Puss 3. Le Puss 3. And like some of the diagrams I've seen for this were literally just like square, triangle. And it's like I think the article for Model View Controller actually has as this. Maybe not, but yeah. Stands for Language for Pattern Uniform Specification. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking of. Although I've seen other diagrams using this. And it's kind of fun to speak French. Like things, Le Pouce 3. Blitzberg, I know, right? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Uh like there's not even a Wikipedia uh article. Here's a white paper on the subject actually. You can see what I'm talking about. Like look. Look at those triangles. Don't you just want to model software with like strange strange triangles and stuff? Some of them have drop shadows. I think that means something else. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, look at that. There it is. That's our component pattern from the last thing. You know what? I'm just gonna become a Lapus 3. I'm so sorry. I'm like basically immature. I'm so immature. Okay. Guys, YouTube. Man, what's with YouTube assuming I'm like a brainless idiot? I know what UML is and what UML does. Oh, that's an old game. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't too far off now, was I? Good old Laplace 3. I actually like UML diagrams, but don't you dare use UML at a software company. Use like any kind of software company that's like brands itself as a startup. Don't you dare talk about software architecture. If you talk about software architecture, fuck you. That's basically what I learned in the industry. UML, like you only have this vague, like high level architecture, and if you have like anything like UML, like anything school related, right? Anything you might learn in academia, UML, like software process engineering charts, like Gantt charts, like anything like that. Anything you learn in school, fuck you. Like they will, yeah. Don't ever use them. That's my number one tip. Don't ever use anything you learn in school. This is boomer tech. It's not even tech, it's just drawings. Yeah, that's what I learned pretty early on in my career. And also not to give dates. Yeah. Never don't give timelines because the timeline is never aggressive enough. This is the reason why I think agile software is actually a thing is because timelines and delivery is never enough for the product owners. Never. Never ever. I have busted my ass for product owners before, like when I was younger. I'm like, "Oh, I think it'll be done like this time." And they were not happy about it. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. So, and then UML, like, oh my god, I have never been so ruthlessly mocked for having a UML component diagram. That's the higher level one for architecture, whereas like most people are familiar with like class and interface diagrams and stuff. You can kind of model architecture in those, but um yeah. The class diagram is actually useful. I'm not saying it's not useful. I'm just saying that like you're gonna like People are gonna hate your guts for using it in the office, basically. Like we could fuck with some YAML right now. What's that other drawing? Is it draw.io? Oh, thanks. I prefer I used to use, holy crap, why can't I remember what it's called? I can't remember anything anymore. I have like the brain of a fish now. I've forgotten so much crap lately. Diagramming software, it looks just like draw.io, but it's better. What the fuck? I can't remember anything lately. I've noticed, like, yeah, like, literally, it's because you're going to the gym. Inkscape? No, no, it's not Excalidraw. I just had Excalidraw open, and I hate it. Lucid Chart. Jesus. Holy frig. I don't know what's going on with my brain. Maybe it's because I've been, like, smoking pot with my girlfriend a lot lately. I'm just, like, just cooked. Yes, I used to really like Lucid Chart, although it looks like they're really high on that AI supply again, so... Why? Can we just, like, stop putting AI in things? Like, frig. I don't want to talk to an AI about a diagram. That doesn't make any sense. That's so dumb. You make the diagram to communicate... You make the diagram to communicate the architecture. You don't communicate the architecture and then make a diagram. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the diagram. Oh, hi Kai. Gosh, why can't we just stop with this AI shit, bro? I don't want AI and stuff. I'm gonna have to start, like, building software that explicitly will never have AI in it, because, like, their example here, create a high level, what does it say? Create a high level IT infrastructure diagram using Google Cloud networking shapes that show our hybrid environment. Like, shut the fuck up and draw. It's probably easier to just, like, drag the shapes and lines out than to actually type out, like, the hundred words to ask for the diagram. Am I crazy? Holy smokes. Like, this stuff has gone too far, man. Anyways, okay, so what was I talking about? Architecture? Let the AI build the architecture of the project? Like, so dumb. Oh, I'm kind of phlegmy this morning, though. Okie doke. So, this should be a component. That's a module. Where's them good old components? It's supposed to be these guys, right? So basically so the way I think EML should work is basically you've your component diagram with all these, like, thingies, right? And then each one of these thingies is made up of, like, some of these thingies, basically, right? Because, like, this is architecture and then this is design, which nobody cares about anymore, by the way. Nobody cares about software design. I'm not talking about UX UI design. I mean software design. F that. See? People in chat are already being mean about the EML stuff, right? Like, people hate this junk. Okay, so the actual... See, even I don't want to model this like how it's happening right now, but is this not the interface? Which one is the interface, dog? Object, interface, class 2. One of these classes is supposed to be an interface, dog. Come on. Oh, I don't want to model out all the stuff. Okay, never mind. I'll just do the. Come on, dog. Come on. Let's just do it generally with boxes. How about that? Nope. Well, this is boring. But how do I describe this? It's basically the architecture from the book, the game programming patterns book. Right? We can don't use codes, don't use comments or documentation for anything. Is this interesting? Do people actually want to see this, or should I just like move on? I don't think people actually want to see this. Ew. Uh, okay. Ugh. No wonder people don't like using diagramming software. It's so annoying. What the fuck? Bro, you're supposed to be down here. This is your game? It's pretty smooth, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm about to give up on this right now and go back to coding. Amazing. No wonder it's free. No wonder it is free software. But free isn't free beer. Handmade Hero series? No. Yo, Zilgo Stardust, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Do some of my best work in the comments? Yo, I actually do like writing comments sometimes. But now comments, like the M dash, comments are associated with like AI, which is such bullshit, man. Like, what else is the AI gonna take from us? First the M dash, then comments, code comments, then what? Hmm? How do I draw a little clock? Should have just grabbed the. Oh, this is not gonna go well. Okay. Just delete that for now. This is supposed to be a clock. Oh, I screwed it up. Okay. What is going on? What was that? Jeez, this is like the worst clock ever. Oh my god, I hate. This is not going very well. Now it looks kind of like a duck. What? No. Okay, okay. Come on, please. Modeling software, please. How many lines did I make? Okay, we'll make it smaller. This is definitely no. Oh my god. Definitely no lucid chart. Although it's probably better than lucid chart now. There, that looks like a clock. Finally. Finally. I kind of hate most comments, especially if it's basic apologizing for confusingly written code. See, I like writing comments because I'm like, yo, I'm so smart and this is what I did and all this other stuff. But then people be like, can you remove these unnecessary comments in code review, please? What is happening? Am I like doing this on purpose? Okay. Sick. All right, go there. Make you squiggly line. You go there. So this is the basic game loop. and from which we can understand everything that happens. Handle events like input and junk, right? We have update, and then we have draw or render or whatever. Okay, so this inner thing right here, well, technically this all happens at 60 frames per second, right? But basically, we don't always want to like render all the time. We kind of just want to we just kind of want to like take a little nap in the game while we're waiting for like other things to happen. I'm not explaining this very well. But basically, this is a fixed time step with the heck? Why can't I move around in this? Oh god, I hate software so much. That's it. I'm out. Like why is there no... Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, great. So now you can kind of think this is basically an interface, right? These three functions. And they create the basis for my game state. So it's really like, so these three functions and a few other functions with lifecycle methods, they're like a game state interface, right? And this is like a push down automata to control the actual, like, it's a finite state machine to control the actual like state of the game. So if the user hits the pause button, we can push a pause state onto the stack for this state machine, push down automata, blah, blah, blah. But the pause state can retain a reference to the play state underneath it, right? And then that way it can render the play state underneath it without calling the play state's update method. See how that works? So that's one thing to consider. That's one important part of the architecture. And then there's another important part of the architecture, and that is the ECS system, right? So the game has very simple entities. Oh, that's horrible. I hate that so much. Oh my god, what is this diagramming software? Okay. Nope. Nope. No, amazing. I'm about to give up. I'm gonna give up on this shit so badly. It's because it's driving me nuts. So I was a huge like software architecture nerd. Which is probably why people hate working with me. What the hell why is this so broken? We're gonna zoom way in on this line that doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, I see. I'm starting to get it now, I think. No, it's stupid. I had a perfectly straight line and now it's stupid. Okay. Alright, screw it. You can be shorter. I don't really care. Oh, great. Yeah, amazing. This is going swimmingly. Okay. Push this down here. Okay, so if you don't know, an entity component system, basically a component system is just, what's that pattern called? Forget what it's called, like a mediator or whatever, where you have like these like disparate domains working together to do something. That's basically all an entity is, right? An entity is just basically a bag. Separation of concerns. Wow. So like everything is a concern, okay? It's a little deeper than that, right? Right? We can say something really simple is a separation of concerns. But when we're talking about disparate domains, we're talking about processing information. We're talking about progressing the state of the game and separation of deep concerns. I am gonna ban you, G-Souts. I'm not even kidding. Okay, so anyways, an entity is basically a bag of components, and these components work together to make up the state of the entity in the world, in the game, in the simulation, right? So you have like this the update function of the game state, the play state, whatever state, should call the update functions of each entity. And each entity's components, each component has their own update method, right? So this is no, I can't write text here. Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. It's starting getting annoying. I'm gonna give up. 100%. I'm gonna give up. Yeah, text. So we can say these are input components. Like in an array, input components in an array. Physics, and then graphics. And yeah, some entities are actually like objects that like contain their components. My entities are just an ID number that ties all the components together, right? So usually ID 0 is the components for the player, right? So that would be the first one, player input component. Then the first physics component would be the player physics component. And then the second would be the player graphics component. And these are, oh my god, I'm gonna scream. Why doesn't any diagramming software work like I think it should now? I used to diagram all the time, and now none of it works like I think it should. Like, what did they do? Right, okay, so if we're updating the player entity, well, technically, each one of these happens sequentially, right? Especially the physics component, because this is where the state of the game world progresses. This is where the simulation, this is where the game progresses. And typically, you want to update all the entities at the same time so they know what the heck is going on with each other. But I'm drawing the arrow downwards because they're all connected, right? Same with this. Like everything in the second boxes, these are all connected as an entity, right? But in practice, the program is whenever like handle events is called, for example, that calls the update method on all the input components, right? So we process all the input for all the entities, and then update when that game updates. It calls update on all the physics components, right? And then the physics components are also passed a copy of the world, which is usually just all the other physics components. So they know when to collide, when to not do stuff, etc., right? And then draw calls the update method, if you want to say that, calls the update method on all the graphics components. So this is where texture data and junk lives. And then it gets a copy as part of its parameters for the update method. It gets the physics stuff, right? Because it needs to know the position of the entity and stuff to render. Yes, technically we're doing a physics simulation because we have gravity. We have a jump physics, and those have acceleration. So we have to integrate over the time step, which is what you see here on the screen, right? And yeah, so what else is there? There's a few other things. There's that game state I told you about, push down automaton junk. But yeah, this is basically how the game works. And for my YouTube haters out there, because somebody was like, "Oh wow, you took 7 hours to draw a red box on a screen," which you can do just by copy and pasting from Reream examples, right? You don't need to be a freaking genius to do that. This is what it took 6 hours to do. Was I was basically building this architecture in C, which I haven't written in like at least 10 years. And I was using C's like janky polymorphic up and down cast vtable nonsense. So I was learning, basically relearning, partially relearning C, learning how to do polymorphism in C, and then yeah, I ported my game engine code to that. And that's why it took 7 hours to make a red box move on screen. But that formed the basis for the game that everybody saw on Wednesday with gravity and players and a player and objects that collide and all this stuff, right? So, but is this kind of like upfront architecture work, like that hater on YouTube that just like probably would become like a senior developer at a company and just write like spaghetti, probably have AI have like spaghetti, just shit out spaghetti everywhere and do whatever because they don't care. They don't care. Nobody cares. I'm like the last person on earth that cares, so who cares? Right? All right, great. I'm so glad that you guys saw this. So let's I did not want to spend 30 minutes talking about architecture, but here we are. YouTube haters, where are they? Oh, you can find the YouTube haters in some of my videos, video comments. Upfront architecture as opposed to retroactive? Yeah. Oh, basically. To a define in my editor? No. I don't I no. Cuz it's going to be configurable, so like it doesn't even matter. Anyways, if this was a full release game, which I don't know if I'm going to do that. Oh. If it was like a full release, like you want to save the user settings for what the heck? Why does that keep doing that? So buggy. If I click away and click back to macOS, it keeps pushing the Emacs window down. What if I do if the screen width changes? Well, I have screen. It's handled by Raylib actually. In 3 days of C, looks like we have full conversion. I don't know about that, but I have been. I don't know. I'm starting. Yeah, like every project, I get bored after a few days. So I think that's what's happening. I might feel a little better if we could get some stuff. Like if we could read some stuff from like tiled and then actually make levels. Like actually make platforming levels with like tiled information. I think that would be really fun. Hmm. Good old good old stuff. All right. Let me go get the controller though. I'm gonna have to buy like a dedicated PlayStation controller for game development. Also, ChatGPT called my bluff. I think I told you guys yesterday. ChatGPT was like, yo, I think you just want to make and sell games, so you should just do that. I was shocked. I was like, bro. Oops. 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 Oh. It's Ray, not Patty. All right. You guys don't remember this is where we're at. I still can't fix that physics bug. Although, yeah, the problem with the physics bug is like the landing. Yippee! Super Kenny Bros, yeah. I was actually thinking about changing the sprite to look more like an actual ghost, though. Anywho, how am I going to do this thingy? Get some tiled stuff on the screen. The jump is looking way better. I didn't change anything. The jump is the way the jump has been. Okay, let's see. /user /local /include. What's this called again? Utile.h. See if I can just do a cheeky little paste. That's weird. Why did the terminal warn me about pasting? What? Yeah, save. Did it actually save? Or it probably didn't. I don't know how permissions work on macOS. It's so annoying sometimes. Yeah, it didn't save because it's stupid. You have to okay, on Mac, which is like the dumbest thing in the world, you have to be root to write to local. Like /usr/local. That is the directory for user stuff. Right? Like why God, it's so stupid. It's so fucking God, it's so dumb. This is why I miss Linux, right? The same for Linux. Wait, what am I thinking of? Is it slash? Am I thinking of I'm rusty. I am rusty at stuff, so this is probably why I need to go back to Linux. Require sudo? What am I thinking of? There's like thanks. I will switch to Linux, Hamudi. Jeez. God. I'm busting my balls all day. You know what I'm like? There's one where like the user is allowed to like. I thought it was /usr/local. Am I crazy? Ugh. Okay. All right, plan B. I'm just going to put it in its own header file in the project. It's dependency free, so it should just work. I hope. Why does Emacs keep doing this? It keeps shifting down a little bit. It's driving me insane. Every time I type, it just shifts down so that I can't see the mini buffer. And this is the only program that does this. So friggin' annoying. Yeah, but Tanorex, there's a directory where you can have binaries, where the user's supposed to be able to have their own binaries, their own libraries, their own, like, header files. It's not just a /home/user, okay? It's like, it's something real. Apple's so hostile to users doing anything. Writing everything from scratch? Oh god, no. No, frig. Hell no. My sanity is already teetering on an edge here, okay? Like, I am, like, cranky and pissed off about it, basically everything, so. Okay, so we need some stuff. Now I have a headache. I don't know, you guys. Oh, lovely. I was told that this library doesn't have any dependencies, but it looks like there's some type definitions that don't exist according to the compiler. Oh, it's looking for the struct that needs a type definition because it's not using the keyword struct. Hey, Selah. Yeah, well, okay, I guess I'm not using this library then because I don't really want to try and debug why its thing isn't working. Oh yeah, there it is. There's type def at the top of the file, so I don't know why it's freaking out. Emacs, please. Like, what is your problem today? Legacy? See, I don't think so. Yeah, there it is. Type def struct, cute tiled map, T. This also didn't work for me when I tried to type def stuff. So I don't know if this is like a clang thing or like what? Because I tried to type def my own structs and it wouldn't work like that either. Yeah, do you see it at the top of my main.c shrimp? This is the only source. I just copied and pasted this into the project. Ugh. This is the real programming you never see. It's like some dumb shit like this. Type def C, yes. Great. Well, I don't know how to debug this, so the only person I know that can help is Judy, but she said she was busy like all week. We need to summon Judy again. Judy! Yeah, I don't know if like this is compiled with like a different version of C maybe. Ugh. I know the output is not available on screen. I don't leak anything. No, I think we're good on the leaking. Maybe. Can you see the output now? We can't see anything. Just constantly be like, we can't see the games. Like, I know. I have one application capture right now. Guys, I didn't do shit, okay? This is the library from the interwebs. Like, I don't know. I don't need to do anything. This is supposed to be just a drop-in library. I didn't do jack. And besides, the unidentifiers are declared. Look. This is the file I just pasted in. Okay? This is it. You see it? Type def struct. Cute tiled map T. Right there. The lines it's complaining about are literally like somewhere down here. Oh yeah, these lines. Right here. 150. 155. There's the type def. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just a header file, so it should be statically linked. Like there's no like I just put it right in the project, so unless I need to compile it and then put it in slash user slash local slash lib. Yeah, this is just I just put the header file in the project. So it should be statically linked. And I'm compiling for C. Yeah, I'm using the Clang like C compiler because I hate myself. Oh, guys. This is in the library. This is in this text you see on screen. this header file is in my project directory. Def for the chunk it's complaining about. Did I get duped? Is this like a known issue or something? Let's see here. Line 344. I really didn't want to try and debug somebody else's C. Yeah. Cute tiled chunk T. So why? Looks like it should be here, but it's not. Yeah, there actually is a missing. What the fuck, bro? I'm gonna have to open a pull request, like for real? Okay. You know what? I will try to fix it. This is the genetic car show. Let's just prove all the haters wrong and fix their fucking code. Alright, it worked. How on earth? Like, did I delete this line somehow and I copied and pasted? There's no way. Yeah, no, it's not found. Oh, brother. No PR for it either. Oh, there's a PR. Somebody opened a PR. Okay, so I'm not the only one that had this problem. Oh, bye, Bert. Alright, I didn't even notice somebody had already opened a thing for it. Oh my god, Emacs, please. What is your problem today? Cool. Nope, did not want to open it there. Okay. Have to prove them all wrong. All wrong. Yeah, okay, so cool. Let me get rid of a bunch of debug messages because I was kind of experimenting with the Y collision detection. Okay, how do I use this? Oh my god, did they... Maybe they just like AI generated this header file. Maybe none of it will actually work. Ugh. Would be perfect. Hey, Sabasa. Just drop that file into my project and got no errors. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've got like C11 or C17 or whatever the hell it's called. Okay, let's see if I can export as JSON map file. Okay. .json. Let's see if it worked. Resources. Okay. Seems like it worked. I see some Jason. Who is Jason and what does he want with my programs? Okay. Yeah, that looks like JSON. I don't know how to do anything with it, but we're gonna figure it out. I have a feeling I should probably go in the play state. Or maybe I should use the test state to test this out. And then I can switch back to the play state very easily. What's that? MSVC. I saw somebody complaining about this on Reddit today. Oh. Microsoft C compiler? Gross. Okie dokes. Let's see here. Okay. We got our good old test state here. How would one render? I don't even understand how the JSON works, actually. Yeah, let me see. I have to go look at it and make sure. Okay. We got layers. We have our tile layers and we have object layers. Objects. Okay, interesting. So basically, once I like read the information from the tiled test level.json, I need to write like a function, something that converts things to other things. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. So, I have no idea what the data represents. I think the data here, I'll just show you guys. I could probably ask a clanker. They might actually be useful for this task. But I think each one of these 96 is supposed to be like a tile in the tile set. Same with down here. This is our first tile layer. And this looks like an ASCII version of what I was working on last night. These are the platforms right here that I drew. And then this is kind of like the main starting platform. And then our object layer. These are the objects in space that I drew. Tile height, tile sets. Oh, okay. It tells us the tile set. Interesting. Okay. Clearly, I've never done anything like this before, so you guys are learning it here with me. What is a TMX? It's TSX. Is this like XML? Yes, obviously. But, columns 12, tile count 156. So does that mean that Yeah, okay. Each one of these tiles has a number value associated with it. So that explains all the nines. Kind of? 8, 20. Oh, they're off by 1. Why are they off by 1? Fucking programmers. Oh, yeah. Great. Oops. Yeah, so they're off by 1. Um so the height here, draw order, top down, objects. This is the object layer. Here is probably reserved for no tile. Oh, that makes sense. So the real question is this height must be the number of tiles. Height and width must be the number of tiles. I think that's right. We go to the object layer. It looks like, yeah, it looks like in the object layer. Uh, oh, this would be so much easier with Lisp. It looks like this width and this height are actually true coordinates and not like tiles, sized by tiles. Yeah, this is a tiled like export to JSON, basically. Hmm. And then I have to walk through all the layers according to this clanker that I asked for. So basically, I told the clanker, I was like, how do I use this library? Because the documentation wasn't very good. And yeah, basically, it's like a big linked list. Gross. W clanker. Right, but the tile sheet doesn't actually tell us very much information about, like, here. This file reference down here, tilesheet.tsx, this doesn't really tell us very much information about the tile set itself, actually. It's like 3 lines of XML. It doesn't say what tiles are what. Maybe it's supposed to? Oops. Uh, no. Hmm. Well, I might have to read the manual for tiled a bit more. Keep clicking export instead of export as. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can export it as a JavaScript map file. What does that do? Kind of curious. I want to see what it looks like. Oh, Emacs, please stop fucking me today. Oh, interesting. You get a function with the information? That's kind of neat. That would be very helpful for my Clojure script games, I think. Various structures and then parse that in a JSON file. Yeah, I probably should get some water, shouldn't I? Ah. All right, Nora. Well, actually, we have an ad break coming up soon, so I'll just do it during the ad break. Okay. So we are gonna parse this file. For real. I guess. Okay. Ah, screw it. Let's just go mess around in the play state. Good old play state. Nothing beats that. We have our, like, 4 entities here. 5 entities. Oh, cute. Honestly, typing with these long nails is not as hard as I thought it would be. Or cute tiled load map from memory buff size nil. That's sus. That's level.json. JSON. Make-k, it broke, of course. Oh, it just straight up crashed. This doesn't seem like a very good library. Not like a STB. What happened? Oh. Unable to find test file. Of course, because I put it in resources. Okay, it worked. The game builded. Cool. Now to convert things. Read the tile data. Alright, I'm gonna copy and paste this clanker function. I'm sure it will be normal and interesting. So this does what? Walks the tile layers. Top 3 bits are flip flags. Mask them? What? What is this? Oh my goodness. What is with like C developers? They can't just like put it into an array. They can't just put it in an array and be like, here's your struct in your array. It's gotta be like bits and junk. Gotta be bits and junk. Okay, Clanker, your time to shine. So wait, does this mean we just have all the layers in here now? Layer, map, layers. Okay, while layer. Layer equals layer next. Okay. So I guess this is probably, oh, this is the layer, objects layer. Oh, I see the structure. Okay. So this is the objects layer. Uh, does that mean I have to do the same for the tiled layers? Does the tiling layers as well? Probably, I'm guessing. My number? What's the best advice for you for an undergraduate in computer engineering? Good question. I wish I had good advice. Guessing you're not a fan of AI? Um, I don't know. I just like figuring things out for myself. If I want to be one of those deaf mute deaf mutes using AI, then I'll just go work at, I don't know, x.com, the everything app or whatever. I don't know. Words are hard for me this morning, okay? All right, so allegedly this is walking through the layers here. Layer objects, okay? So we got layer, map layers, and then it's just okay, yeah, I see. It's a list of objects, list of layers. This is classic linked list, you know what I'm saying? Linked lazy. Uh Layer object. So then, like, how does this work? Is this... Okay, Clanker, tell me. So, for tile layers, do I just do layer tiles? If it exists, this or... What is Clanker? Claude. Claude the Clanker. That's fine. I didn't mean it in a hostile way. Oh. Well, some people get like really like bent out of shape if I don't use AI. They're like, it's just weird. Like, how can you be so different? Why on earth would you think that you could be think differently? Oh, this is a tiled layer. What am I doing? This is a tiled layer. Well, this kind of oh wait, no. Okay. Layers dot layer data. But there's layer objects to get the object layers. That's confusing. So data just gets the tile layers. Tile set layers. I'm just gonna call them tile set layers because the AI is getting confused. Stupid ass Clanker. No, my bad. I should have phrased the question differently. Yeah, it's good. How's the progress so far? How many months until we can buy the demo? Yeah, I'll set a 3 months tops. 3 months tops. I'll put it on Steam. If people really want me to put this on Steam, I will. It'll only cost me like, how much money does it cost to put a game on Steam? Isn't it like $1,000? Oh, it's only $100. Okay. If I ever even finish this game, okay? Like, you have to remember, this is me we're talking about. I will get bored of this project at some point. I'm already starting to feel a little burnt out and bored from this project. Cakes made almost $1 million on his game. Yeah, but Cakes is way more talented than me, so Besides, he deserved all that money. He's got like a wife and kids and stuff. Like, I don't. I'm like solo to the core. Except I have a girlfriend, so that doesn't really make sense. Hmm. Um. Another thing I hate about macOS is it's way too hard to find the right emoji. It's so hard to find the emoji that I want to describe my feelings when talking in iMessage. You come on, you deserve that. I mean, mm, have to design it first. I mean, it's a platformer. What else is there to design? I like the feeling of the jump, so now I just gotta make levels. I kind of want to try and come up with some other interesting mechanic though before, like, just a basic ass platformer is gonna be kind of boring to play. Oh my god. I sit too much. I love stretching. Considered moving. Have I considered moving to Linux? Only every day. Populated on the tile layers, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, this is interesting because I'll have to write, like, I'll have to use Raylib, like, texture shenanigans to actually, hmm, hmm. Saw Mac people being excited about the Framework 13-inch Pro. Yeah, and like every like developer influencer on the planet got a free Framework 13-inch Pro except for me. Fuck. Fine, I'm not mad about it. I have my own Linux laptop coming someday. Someday, over yonder. Still holding out hope. Fingers crossed. 2028 at this rate. I mean, the Framework 13 Pro does look pretty good. Actually, that reminds me. Come on. Amazing. Again, the average piece of software just doesn't fucking work anymore. All right, there we go. I forgot to follow up on an email. Uh, 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 mm. I was brain thinking here about something important, but I don't remember what. Other than the email that interrupted me. Was there a time when the average piece of software did work? I think so. Oh, right, that's right. I need to take the tile sheet and then create like a view over it, which is pretty easy with Draw Texture Pro from Raylib. On sale. Yeah, prices are going up because everything is fucked. going up. AI and shipping and stuff. Sean Barrett? No, never heard of him. RAM is incredibly expensive. If you want dedicated WAM, it's gonna be so expensive, bro. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was supposed to get some water. Did we have the ad break? Oh, we did have the ad break. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna go get some water then. I'll be right back. Water break. Oh my god. So I've been watching Twin Peaks lately. I've never seen Twin Peaks before, so what are we building? The universe. No, we're building a platformer game. Oh, oh why? Oh. Um Yo, what's up? Hola hola them boys. Genetic vehicle, you know what I'm saying? I meant STB, not STL. Oh. I'm actually using STB in this project. What season of Twin Peaks? The first. From the first season of Twin Peaks. I've never seen it before. It's super weird. It's like David Lynch is almost parodying uh par- parody parodying um like a soap opera in a weird way. But some of the like the dark stuff feels a lot like Blue Velvet. Oh, nice. STB is from Sean Barrett. Did he just literally name the library after himself? Oh my god, we're talking about Twin Peaks. Yeah, we're talking about Twin Peaks because I kind of dig it. When you're a boss like that, yeah, you can name stuff after yourself. Linux, Linux is named after Linus Torvalds. You know. All right, so we have the tiled data, and I need to do something with it. Like maybe try and create entities. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Brilliant chat room. We can just create entities right here, right now. Actually, yeah, I can do that very easily. Instead of creating instead of reading the tiles and doing the texture stuff, why don't I just do what I've been doing now? I'll read the object layers and I'll just create the like green blocks instead. And then we can worry about the tiling, like the graphics in a bit. You know what I'm saying? Not I mean? It's tight. Cool. Sick. So we start at ID 1. Entity ID is 1. 1. Because we already have the player at entity 0. Okay. Look, it's going to be tight. Okay, it's going to be sick. It's going to be so sick. Ooh, let's take that. Okay, object. We have the object. The object. Entity ID. Entity ID. And then entity ID plus plus here. This is object X, I believe. Obj X. New. Obj Y. Nope. Still can't type. Also, Kai, if you're still here, honey, you'll notice that I'm actually managing to type fairly okay with the nails. Name PTR. I don't really care about that stuff. I think we can do object width. Obj height. Entity ID. Okay. Thanks to my brilliant entity component system, we should be able to just do this. And it broke. Crashed. You may have forgotten to embed your tile set. Most fields of Qtiled will be zeroed out. Okay. How do I embed my tile set? Alright, I'm gonna have to ask the clanker for help on this one, because I'm unskilled and unentertaining, so we'll just ask the clanker. Right? Right, guys? Flat Mac keyboard and it's tough. Yeah, because you gotta be like, right? It'll be like receptionist typing. That's what I call that. Why does she hate herself so much? I don't hate myself. I love myself. Look at me, I'm awesome. Reference maps from the tile set instead of embedding it. Okay. Why didn't tiled do this when I exported as JSON? I mean, I have to admit, the nails are pretty good looking too. They're just a little annoying. Kai getting called honey? Well, she is my... Open your map, look at the tile sets. For some reason I have like the attention of a goldfish today. I can only read like one line and I'm like, oh, this is too much. Embed tile set button? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, wait, what? Tile set panel. Okay. Embed tile set. Okay. Now I can do export as JSON. Save the map. And then export as JSON. Why would they... What? Why would they make you embed the tile set? Like just have it. You know, just output it. It's so weird. Just do it, you know? And we crashed again. But this time there's no error. So that's great. Why do we we literally got a segmentation fault. Hey, Elserfry. Oh my god, segmentation fault. Okay. Oh, maybe this was supposed to go after. Actually, I think it was. Okay, let's try that. Oh, that worked. Okay, sick. Oh my god, chat, it worked. It like actually worked. Okay, hang on. I'll get it on screen. This is so cool. Oh my god. Every time something happens like this, like it's like serendipity, I'm like it like I get that like that hit of dopamine. I'm like, this is so cool. This is the most I've made. This is like the furthest I've made of a game ever, I think. Where is the thingy? I really got to set up a different user for streaming because this is starting to get super annoying. Okay, I will show you. Okay. Come on, dog. Why are you gonna be like this? Like, what is it like? God, streaming on a Mac is such bullshit. You know what? Screw it. We'll just use another application source. It's like not even showing on screen. Like, why isn't it showing? No. For some reason, the operating system is just like not detecting it, which is, I just want to pull out my hair. Simple as that. I just want to pull out my hair. Finally. Alright, okay, so I drew this big ledge. I can't believe this worked. That's so cool. Okay, so I drew this big ledge and then a few platforms. Oh, well, great. And I got stuck. Perfect, so now I have to do it again. Oh, that kind of sucked. Not nearly as cool when I have problems with my collision detection. Oh my god, why is it doing this? Why? I swear to God, like the macOS like application capture, it's just so fucking stupid sometimes. It's just so dumb. There. Is that a PS5 controller? It's a PS4 controller. Okay, so I made this big long starting block, and I can eventually I will do the thing with it. But yeah, I made this and then this platform. I made these platforms in tiled. So this is it. Why? What the hell? I don't know why it's getting stuck there. I don't know why it's getting stuck in the wall like that. A second ago, I was just wall jumping off of that wall. Yeah, that was really easy. I am very happy with how well that turned out. I still need to fix some of the collision code, I think. Collision and physics code is a little janky right now. But yeah, this is it. Oh. Subcolliding with inner blocks? Maybe. That's definitely a possibility. I am actually super thrilled though that the objects like my ECS really came through here. Like that was so simple. I just like copied and pasted this like entity code into this loop and it worked upon initializing the game state. Reset button's a great idea. It's not like a reset button is the issue. It's the application capture because I don't share the whole screen. We went over this like 10 times like the other day. You were there, Springo Geek, so you have no excuses. But oh, you're responding to Nora and I'm just being an asshole. A reset button, yeah. Okay, so no, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's a good idea. Do I have excuses? No. Nonzo. Yeah, I could very easily write a reset button. Probably. Really quickly. Sag. All good. It's all good. Look at this. Ah, see, now I'm stuck again. I don't even know how that happened. There is a second object layer here somewhere, so that could be it. That could be it. All right, let's go write a reset button. That only works in development mode. Huh. How am I gonna do that? Still though, that is pretty cool. That actually feels like, can I make the platforms move? Yeah, I can make the platforms move. I could have like maybe instead of just like a basic obstacle, like I'll copy the obstacle entity and then it'll be like an oscillating obstacle that moves back and forth. Like I can just code that up and then it'll just move back and forth. I kind of like that idea actually. The cool thing about tiled is you can actually mark objects with like a subclass or like a class name. So I could create objects and they could be just like static or obstacles, right, as the class. And then anything that I want to be moving, I could actually mark it as like an oscillating like obstacle. And then and then in the game I could have like a branch that's just like, oh, this property is oscillating obstacle, so we'll just create that entity type. Holy smokes. There's so much potential here. There's so much more potential. There's so much potential. So much potential. Okay, let's see here. Reset. Thank you, Emacs, for being shit. There's no reset button, so bool reset. This should be for development only. I'll just leave a big note for myself. Hi, reset equals, I don't know, we'll do like triangle maybe. Right face left, up. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, cool. So then if the y value is greater than 4,000 or high, which is player input, PI, reset is down, is true, then we will peace out. I was just looking at that code. Where the fuck is it? Oh, okay, here it is. Reset equals false. I could probably do like C preprocessor flags or something for development mode, couldn't I? Like a development build. Okay, let's see if it worked. Yep, perfect. Although I'm not sure I'd want to have just triangle as the reset button, but for now, it works. How fun. Now I can actually like design levels and stuff. Think more about mechanics. It's pretty exciting, chat room. It's like a world I've not known ever before. Wall jumping. See, there's gotta be another object here or something. Yeah. And then, Now we're gaming. Gamer. Gamer here. But can we do the famous roof jump? That's the question. We can do the roof jump all the way to the platforms. Oops. Nope. It's a bit difficult with the thing. Well, this is very cool. All right. I feel like a game developer now. Gaming dev. This doesn't move gaming. Do I feel like a pro gamer? Nah. Nay, Bray. I do feel like I made this though, which is kind of cool. Reset button. I gotta figure out what that bug is though. Perhaps it would behoove me to port the quad tree library to C. I think that would be a very miserable exercise though. Well, the collision detection would be really fast. And if the collision detection is really fast, I probably won't have to worry so much about like the speed of entities colliding with like objects as much, you know? If that makes any sense. I wonder if I can wall jump to the other platform here. Oh my god, I could. You know what? I think it was like also partially a ceiling jump, right? You can like kind of okay, let's reset. Damn, she said behoove. Like past your closure game and in like 1/10 of the time. Actually, honestly, if I'm being honest, I think that's because I was just burned out from closure. Like if I didn't have a day job that did closure, I think would have made it a lot further in my closure games. But because now I'm doing this in C, it feels like fresh. Feels fresh and fun. Does that make sense? Guys making fun of the way I say behoove. Behoove me. Yeah, cool. So that was really easy to make objects. Well, I had to ask the clanker how to use the cute library because the documentation is kind of shit. But look at that reusable code. That reusable code with the entities and junk. That's a game engine right there. That's a game engine. I don't care what anybody says. That's a game engine. It looks great. The green blocks, they look terrific. But there's actually tiles and stuff to load as well. I just haven't yet. But yeah, all I had to do was take this and paste it right here. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Oops. Goat. Give me tips and tricks to avoid segmentation fault. Well, you just have to think about how memory works. That's it. That's all. Segmentation faults are annoying, but they happen because you've written into a memory segment or a part of the memory segment that you don't have access to. Well, that's not true. You technically have access to like all the memory in C. You just broke it, basically. Usually segmentation faults happen when you overwrite like some memory on the stack you weren't supposed to. Like for example, you overwrite the return address, the saved frame pointer of the stack frame in memory accidentally, preventing the operating system from switching between stack frames in your program. or I guess not preventing the operating system, but preventing the rest of the program from switching between function frames. Switching from Composure to Retit on your device, thanks. You're welcome. Composure is horrible. Like the guys that, so like Composure and Retit were made by the same guys, and they were like, well, we learned a lot from mistakes with Composure, so we're just gonna go make Retit. Like they don't even maintain Composure anymore. Yeah, tips and tricks: avoid buffer overflows, use after free, and null pointer dereferencing. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I wish I had some candy. I think it's technically pronounced righted. Yo, Johnson, what's up? Finished my yearly Silicon Valley rewatch. That's cool. You know what I just realized? I could do the same thing here, but also with the player. Like every tiled map, I could just have one object that's class name is player, and that will be where the player starts in the map. God, this is blowing my mind, you guys. I'm gonna be like an actual game designer at that point. Holy shoot, you guys. This is so freaking cool. This is like crazy cool. Crazy. I wonder if we can print out the class name of the object somehow. Object layer. Have a look-see. Oh, there's a ground, floating platform. In newer versions of Tile, it's called class name. I don't know. Print F. %S/N. Creating blah. Obj class. Oh, properties. Interesting. Okay, properties. Is this another pointer? Oh, it is. Yeah. Oh, wait. It's probably another linked list, isn't it? Where's that clanker at? Is obj properties another linked list? Is data? Yeah, it has to be. No, it's not. Oh, there's a property count? Oh, come on. They could at least be consistent. That's annoying. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, let's see if we can just print out something. Properties. 0. Probably gonna be like 1, actually. Name. Data, maybe? No. No, no, no. Okay, this might break everything. I don't know if it's gonna work, but... Yeah, we seg faltered. We seg faltered, homie. There's gotta be at least a 0th parameter property in here. Really? What am I doing wrong? Gotta go have a great rest of your stream. Thanks, Spring. Where's the clanker at? Laughed at that though, please. I won't tell. I want have multiple players and becomes multiplayer. Definitely need multiplayer in this thing. God, you guys know that as soon as I add something like that, the game basically becomes dead on arrival. Maybe. The shooter game could have more stuff, I suppose. Toaster's gonna become kamikaze, plug themselves and throw them in the bathtub. That's something, Johnson. That is something. So apparently this doesn't work, I guess. Clanker, how do I access this? Type? Oh, what? Oh. Okay. It's more complicated than that. And annoying, apparently. God, who created this library? It could have at least been consistent. No, couldn't be consistent. They had to be inconsistent. Chat room. Local split screen? Yeah, you can do local split screen pretty easily, actually, with Reylib. And you can just have two camera objects. Following each player. Split screen co-op? You're just like, you know what I mean? Making games is so much fun. Oh my god, you guys, I'm having so much fun. I just kind of want to make and play my own levels now. Like super OP wall jumping too. Split keyboard co-op. That's funny. Although I think people that have an actual physically split keyboard would have the upper hand. I don't know how to do that double jump thing. There's like a bug where you can do like the double jump, but I don't know how to do it. Tempted to leave it in for speedrunners that can figure it out. Like, did you guys see it? I did like a double jump type thing. I went like twice as high. There, I don't know what it was, but... Oh, it happens when I hold up. The heck? Maybe? I don't know. There's some kind of like double jump thingy happening. What editor she uses? It's Emacs. I don't know what it is. I don't know. There's some kind of double jump thing going on. Ooh. No! It has to be like an object there or something. It's preventing the double jump. The wall jump, also wall jumping is like crazy physics. This should just be a game about a bouncy ball, maybe. Or like an AirPod. You know when you drop your AirPod and it goes like flying all over the place? You could be the AirPod that flies all over the place. Look how bouncy this character is. It's perfect. And then I'd probably get sued by Apple. Although I do kind of like the janky, bouncy physics. It's fun. I don't know why. Something about it is fun. Fun and fast paced. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Oh, somebody said they don't see the gameplay window. Could like literally the whole entire universe enlighten them? Let me show you. Sorry, it's just I don't have like I don't share screen share because I don't have a separate user for some reason. Even though I was supposed to do that, I'm supposed to have a separate user for streaming, but because I'm an idiot, I don't have one. And so I gotta be like, macOS, please help me. You're my only hope. Okay. Here we go. Yo, Zed. Can someone shout out Zed? I was telling people about what you said yesterday about like corporatism and conformity and stuff, code conformity. And then I was like, because that was the word I was trying to find, and I couldn't when I was trying to tell people that uh, it's conformity that makes developers easy to replace it, like businesses, right? And how like Golang is a very conformist language where the feature set is so small that whatever code you write in Go usually ends up looking like other people's Go, right? No expression, no weirdness. Perfect for the high turnover tech world of startups and Google and junk. Also, look at my game. Doesn't it look fun? I have level stuff. I'm tiled now. Now I just want to make a whole level. I suppose I could. I could just make a whole level chat room. Make a whole level, make another entity type where the platforms move. Oh my god, we could do so much stuff with this. We got wall jumping. Like we could this is basically Hollow Knight, like wishlist on Steam. I'm basically a genius. No. I'm just kidding. macOS is your only hope. You're done for. Yeah. Yeah, Zed. I don't know. Maybe he took off. No comments in the chat room. I see Ed is lurking. And we have a friend named E Gold. Twitch staff watching. Everybody on your best behavior. The Twitch staff are watching the channel. Sorry, Ed. Take us to the next level. Yeah, we got to take this to the next level. Preparations, prize conformity, and efficiency, which is the inverse of programming for fun, which usually needs individualism and pacing. Oh my god, did we shout this man out? I think we gave this man a shout out, didn't we? There's a reason that I bought your t-shirts 10 years ago, Zed. I used to wear your programming motherfucker t-shirt everywhere. It was like my favorite t-shirt. I'm not even kidding. I think I lost it in a move or something not too long ago. But yeah, good times. Pacing isn't the word. Taking your time. Contemplation. Yeah. Silver lining. Hang on. Is programming motherfucker still a website? Zed? Yeah. Yeah, this is the good shit. This is the good shit. You can still buy a t-shirt if I renewed the domain. Yeah, it's still here. Are you just like drop shipping these like t-shirts or something? I might just buy another t-shirt. Just to support you, dog. I'll get like a women's fitted tee. I think I had green long ago. Wait a second. Previews for this item are not visible because mature content has been hidden. It's a t-shirt. That's weird. Oh, because it has an F-bomb on it. That's why. Yeah. Sick. You know what, dog? I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna order another shirt. We are getting back to old school programming here. I'm from Redbubble. I think the company doesn't do good t-shirts, so I'd love to find someone to do them or learn to do them myself. Ooh, yeah. I remember the t-shirt quality being okay though. I think the yeah, I don't remember. T-shirt screen printing in middle school is probably really awesome these days. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I've never made t-shirts. The only t-shirts I made were tie-dye t-shirts. Ugh. And a lot of tie-dye t-shirts. In high school, my whole wardrobe was tie-dye t-shirts. I was that kid in high school. Green square flickering. It's vibrating a bit, I think. Is it flickering? Yeah, it's vibrating a bit, actually. That's probably there's probably some like frame to frame variance somewhere. It's like just like I'm probably casting like an inch like a float to an int or something somewheres. And it's like, you know, point it's like half a pixel or something, so that's probably why it looks like it's vibrating. Damn. Well, if you find a good t-shirt source, I would absolutely buy another one of those t-shirts, Ed, because I think it's bad app. Oh wait, I'm not on the front page. I can say bad ass if I want. Bad ass. Oh, our staff friend left. I called them out. I was like, Twitch staff is watching, and then they took off. S//G is my LSP. I think you lost me on that one. Oh, this is a Vim key binding. Gotcha. We can say badass. I'm saying badass. Zed A. Shaw here is a badass with his badass t-shirts. Hmm. If you wear an Amazon HR t-shirt, you're unbannable on Twitch, I guess. Yeah, I've noticed we've had some staff watching lately. Wonder what's up with that. I wish they would talk in chat though, so I could figure out what they're interested in. They seem to come and go. Gotta keep an eye on me. Yeah, I am kind of a loose cannon, I suppose, so that's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very happy with the progress of the game so far. Gotta run. Alright, Zed, take care. Thank you. Making sure you conform to Golang. Does Twitch have like openings right now? Twitch jobs. Here we go. Careers at Twitch. Open roles. Finance, legal, people and places, business development. Blah blah blah. I love how they have like what the frig? Product engineering, community growth. I saw the word software engineer. Software engineer 1. Boo. Where's that hard engineering? Software engineer safety. Software engineer enterprise, platforms and services. And San Francisco. Good ol' SF. Making sure I can form. Twitch doesn't hire developers anymore. They just AI it all. Is that why things don't work on Twitch anymore? Well, that's weird. The game is slowing down. Maybe that's just OBS. Getting my computer. Gotta figure out what that bug is. Bam. Really want to try and wall jump. Also, I need, like, wall jumping physics that's better than just sticking to a wall like Spider-Man. Hola, what's up? Edward Bandana? Banda? Edward Banda? Bandana? They keep showing up because they're looking for Viking? Oh. Still trying to figure out what that double jump was. The double jump mechanic is... I'm sure some speedrunners will enjoy that. I totally did it on purpose, too. Whatever it was. Have you written your own physics engine? I've written my own something. There it is. See? Like, what is that? I don't know what it is. But it's awesome when it happens because you go flying. See? It's like a springboard, but I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to, like, debug this game to figure out what is causing it to propel upward like that. Totally not a bug. Yeah, it's a feature, not a bug. Like, what the heck are you talking about? Yeah, we gotta do the roof jump, though. Ah. Roof jumping is key. Nope, I'm stuck. Okay, never mind. See, there it was twice in a row. I don't know what it is. What are you talking about, Toronto Wolf? Toronto, you know what we call Toronto Wolves? Raccoons. We got lots of raccoons here. Except, we actually have a coyote, so those are like mini wolves. Oh, maybe it's the diagonal movement, yeah. Does happen when I'm like diagonally jumping, but it's not quite the same. I do kind of like the bouncy feeling of the jump, though. Kind of like floaty, like we're just like hopping along, like, yeah. Bam, 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 bam. So we get stuck. Mid-air, a flip mid-air. That would be cool, like a night elf in World of Warcraft does when they jump. They do the flip. I don't know why wall jumping is so much fun. See, ow. See, there's like this kind of game design idea that before you really actually flush out the game, just like the basic like mechanics of the game should be fun. And I'm kind of having fun just jumping around here like a bozo, so I think this is a good sign for the start of a game. You know? Mm-hmm. Looks cool IRL, just not when I do it. Yeah, because when you land on your head or something. AI coding isn't gonna last very long. Oh, yeah, big difference. You should make bigger pixels so it looks like pixel art game. Okay. I mean, the pixels are part of the screen. I can't really make those bigger without making things looking horrible. I could scale the sprites up, though, I suppose. Oh, yeah, the whole looping and junk. Like, I don't even know. Jumping is a core mechanic for video games. Thanks, Zombie Buffet. Yeah, everyone listen to Ed. Ed's super smart, by the way. It's true, 100x developers and all that junk. I get the double jump. Is the double jump just, ooh, okay. Is the double jump really just a wall jump? Are we wall jumping with this with ourselves or something? I don't know. See, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a wall jump with the ground. I don't know. Yeah, you can wall jump pretty far. See, there it happened again. Well, this time it was because I was roof jumping. Ah, yes, the the fabled roof jump. Come on, we're roof jumping here. Come on. Oh, I got stuck. Wall climbing, collision, acceleration, something with math. Yeah, of course, something with math. Delta time, the forces of gravity and colliding, homie. Yeah. Come on. I kind of like the roof jumping. It's kind of a weird thing. Like breaks your brain a little bit. Like you can roof jump. You can wall jump and you can roof jump. Although roof jumping is more like just holding the jump button while you're on a roof. I'll have to fix it, honestly. Like, if we are colliding up, don't do that. This should be falling. I need falling when stuck to the wall somehow. Like, gravity should apply when we collide on the x-axis. I guess because it's embedded in there, it's probably like the y and x-axis. I don't know. I need to fix the collision detection. Probably. Yeah, it seems like a feature. Seems like a feature. Oh, chat room. Oh, chat room. Well, I guess I'll be designing games entitled like a real game designer, real game developer. Oh my god. Oh. Mm. You know what? I was gonna go to the gym today, but I don't know if I need to. We're gonna go on a long ass walk tonight. And I do mean long ass. Last year I was dead tired from all the walking. So maybe I don't need to go to the gym. Ask my girlfriend and see what she says. Do I have to do a cast before free? I do whatever I want. That's what. Most of the stuff just is managed. It doesn't, there's not a lot of freeing going on. Poor Ed would probably cringe at some of this code, but you know, it's cool. It's aight. It's cool. We're chilling. Oh, gosh, I'm having so much fun right now. Toronto Wolf, tier 1, 6 months in advance? Dude, thank you. That's huge. Yo, guys, everybody subscribe. Or not. It's fine. Also, yeah, thank you. Stay for the C. See, now this is starting to give me ideas about games I've tried to make in Clojure as well. And I feel like I could write a better tiled library, I think, than like other stuff. I'm like, I could write my own tiled library in Clojure and ClojureScript pretty easily. Oh, yeah. A long ass ad was very convincing. Oh, okay. I'm probably gonna stick with C though for a bit because I want. It's just fun. It reminds me of when I like first started to learn programming, writing C. I want to write your own tile library. Yeah, tiled library. Like basically a replacement for cute up here, but not a C one. I don't really want to write my own C libraries because I'm kind of crap at it, honestly. Oh, excuse me. Anything to not finish the game. Well, I think this is it. I think the reason that I've probably made enough progress in C is because I'm not doing these things myself, right? I went and grabbed somebody's tiled library. Library. Oh. Platform land counter and it's a game. You can get the highest score. True. Number go up game. Could be a number go up game. Ugh. Dabble in any game assets? Not exactly. Anything to end up with Janet's own engine. Yeah. This is proprietary tech that I learned from reading books. My own proprietary tech that I learned from reading books. Yeah, I am sleepy. I've been sleepy all week for some reason. Oh. Yesterday was really bad. I think streaming all day on Wednesday just ruined me. Basically, like I was just cooked. Oh, and I forgot to clean my makeup brushes last night. Sleep debt, yeah. Are you developing a game now? Yes. Would you like to see it? I'm so proud of this right now. I'm like crazy proud. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, 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 yeah. Pow, 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 pow. That's it. This is the prototype. We are prototyping. Prototypical. How prototypical. Yeah, I can spend a few minutes just like making sound effects with garage sound. I'm like, wow, 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 wow. Some people do games like that. It's pretty funny. No. Basically Hollow Knight. Yeah, this is gonna be the Hollow Knight killer. I can tell you that right now. It already feels so much better than Hollow Knight. JK. I'm kidding, you guys. Don't freak out. What was I thinking of? I was thinking of a thing. Hmm. All right. Well, it's noon, and I streamed all day on Wednesday, so I kind of already telegraphed this would not be a full day stream. Usually on Fridays I stream all day, but not today. I streamed all day on Wednesday to thousands of people, literally thousands. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. Kind of a what the YouTube haters would call a stream where I do basically zero programming or whatever. But you know, I gotta give them something to bitch about in the comments. So otherwise, if I just went full tilt all the time, I would have nothing to hate on. Although I'm sure they would find something else too. Should we go raid somebody? Should we go like make somebody's day or what? What do you guys want to do? Actually, I was watching somebody earlier. I thought about raiding. I don't know if they're on still. Thanks for the fuel. I'm gonna raid my pantry. Yeah, I'll see you guys probably on Monday. Hmm. There's gotta be somebody cool we can raid. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Tannerax. Alright, screw it. Sorcery story. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, chat room. Oh my goodness, we had a terrific stream today. You guys are awesome. Everybody's awesome. Everybody's awesome. We're making awesome content and we're making an awesome game. And see. Are you a real person? No. I'm fake. AI generated. With my imperfect face and my brown teeth from coffee stains. My nails that annoy me. Alright, anyways. I will see you guys probably on Monday. If I don't die this weekend from the Pride festivities. All 10 fingers, baby. Alright. For real though.